Hello and welcome to the newspaper review here on TAF TV for today, the 15th day of November 2022. My name is Cyril Aloysius and I'm super excited to be in your screens once again, bringing you the best of newspaper headlines across the nation. Mr. Victor Soku is the person once again to do justice to the headlines in the papers with me today. Mr. Victor, you're welcome. How do you do?
Thank you, sir. And how about you?
I'm fine. Mr. Victor, you haven't told me the secret of fact. I'm back again.
Man, I'm just drinking water, man.
No, I cannot believe that. I can't believe this. I can't. But anyway, I'll pretend like I do believe and then start drinking my own cup of water and then minding my own business.
So I ask, please, how are you getting on with the World Cup?
Sincerely speaking, I am anticipating the World Cup. I can't wait for the first games to kick off. And even if I'm quite surprised at some coaches and the players they invited and the ones they left out of their list, but it's not my business because I'm not the coach. They are the ones who know what they want and they invited the players they felt would give them what they want on the pitch. So who am I to go against what a particular coach has decided, especially the England squad? But I won't go into details now because that's not the reason why we are here. Okay, so a quick look now at the papers for today. We'll be starting first with the Vanguard newspaper. Here we have some interesting headlines here on starting first with page 8. We have terrorism. DHQ declares Bello, Taji, Ado, Alero, 17 others wanted. Terrorism. DHQ declares Bello, Taji, Ado, Alero, 17 others wanted. Okay, that particular headline is on page 8 of the Vanguard. You want more details? Get a copy of the Vanguard for yourself. On page 35, we have Nigeria Air. FG may cede fewer top positions to Ethiopian Airlines after Vanguard report. FG may cede fewer top positions to Ethiopian Airlines after Vanguard reports. That's on page 5 of the Vanguard. On page 35, I beg your pardon. On page 36, we have debt servicing likely to be higher by end of December. Debt servicing likely to be higher by end of December. That's according to DMODG on page 36 of the Vanguard. More interesting headline here says on page 19, insurance claims payment recovers, hits 174.8 billion naira. That's on page 19. Insurance claims payments recovers, hits 174.8 billion naira, and that's on page 19. On page 5, we have media. Owners, journalists, stakeholders agree on code of conduct, co-regulation, ombudsman. Okay, that's on page 5. Media, owners, journalists, stakeholders agree on code of conduct, co-regulation, ombudsman. That's on page 5. And lastly, in the Vanguard for today, we have on page 14. This one says how we are deploying biotech for national development, according to NABDADG. Professor Mustafa, that's on page 14. How we are deploying biotech for national development, according to Prof. Mustafa on page 14. Okay, that's the much we can take in the Vanguard. Okay, Mr. Victor, which of the headlines in the Vanguard would you like to react to?
Okay, I think I'll go with the major headline.
Okay, the one on page 8 where you have terrorism.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. It mentioned about 19 persons, 19 criminals and bandits have been arrested by the defense headquarters, that's the DHQ. Okay, and two notable persons, Bello and Alero, Toji and Alero. Okay, both persons are very, very they are known as heroes in their place, in their constituents. Okay, Tuji terrorizes Zamfara people, while Alero terrorizes more of the Castina people. Okay, that doesn't mean that they don't leave their territories. They still go out and do their deeds. Okay, but one striking thing about Tuji is that it is being said that the banditry attacks that happened in January 2022, whereby 200 persons were killed in Zamfara State, that he is the masterminder.
Wow.
Okay, and there is also this report that he went all out to a public vehicle, a public bus, okay, that was carrying passengers at the time, and he attacked the bus and burnt everybody inside the bus alive.
Wow. Wow.
So such a will I say a hero, such a hero, because in his place,
A hero?
he's seen as a hero. Yes, he's such a hero. Okay,
Please, how? Please.
but you know what I'm saying in the negative.
Oh, okay. Ironically, okay.
So, but the issues here is that some persons are coming out to say, why would the defense headquarters be placing a just 5 million naira bounty on these guys?
Is it just up to 5 million?
Yeah, 5 million.
I heard it's as much as 95 million.
Oh, the 95 million is for the 19 persons.
Oh,
Do you get that?
okay.
Each person you get,
Okay.
or you deliver information that will help to
Yes.
get the criminal.
You get 5 million.
So the
Okay.
question now is, this 5 million in the Nigeria of today, somebody is asking, what good would it do for somebody when you are taking a very, very high risk?
High risk, yes.
You want to go collect 5 million, knowing that
What's the guarantee that I'm going to be protected?
exactly.
What's the guarantee that you're going to actually get hold of this criminal and then bring him to book? And if you don't, how do I get protected? How do I get secured?
Yes, exactly. So those are the issues down here. But yes, I also want to state the person of Bello, he made the point, and which you found out that most Fulani herdsmen also make that point. Okay, he's a Fulani header, or he was a Fulani header. Now he's a gun header. So he came out to say that his people, his community, have been marginalized. They have been subjected to poverty because some gangs were against their community, especially when his parents were his father was moving around with his what do you call them, cows. Let's give it that, cows. Okay. So but that he was being attacked, in fact that his uncle died due to the header versus gang attacks. Okay, so that he's protecting his people. He's not doing he's not a bandit. He mentioned that. But if you go ask them, they will always deny that they are not bandits, that they are more like safeguarding their people.
Oh, really?
But on the long run, you find out that these guys are really perpetrating crimes. They are killing innocent people because of what they want to protect their own presence in quotes. Okay, but now you also ask the question: the government, is it that they are really ready to work with the people? Because if they also want to get these persons, like somebody said, that they can go out there, because these people are not hiding in their communities.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Not that they are in the bushes. Many of them, just like I mentioned the other time, one of them got a chieftaincy title. In fact, during the chieftaincy title, there were policemen around.
And this now leads me to ask some questions, Mr. Victor. How is it that persons who perpetrate crimes, persons who kill people, who shed innocent blood, is being given titles, is being applauded by the government, is being recognized, given honors, celebrated, after committing all sorts of atrocities? How is it happening?
So look at what happens here too. Because
is it a way of encouragement?
So because of poverty, my brother, because when they go get these monies, they come back to their communities and they do a whole lot of work. They can build, this person does support schools. And yes, in fact, he said, like Bello, he said that he's not affiliated with Boko Haram, and that his fight is not based on religion.
Okay.
It's based on his own persons, on his own people. So somebody that is telling you that I'm trying to guide my people, I'm trying to protect my people, why not? You get a chieftain's title.
So is that a yardstick? What about the innocent persons who have died?
That is the question here.
Yes,
that is
because
the question here.
We can't just overlook, can't just sweep that on under the carpet. We have to look at that as well. Some persons have been killed. Persons who are supposed to die have been killed, and you're saying you are protecting your people. So what about that?
And yes, you are making very valid point. And I also want to add this: the election is very close by. These people, if they are not being caught, held tight, they can do a lot. They can do so much evil come 2023.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Victor, for sharing your thoughts. Even if I know personally I'm not satisfied with the way you actually treated that particular headline, but because of time, we will not be dwelling much on that headline. And before we go straight to our next paper for today, we'll go on a quick break. And when we return, more headlines coming your way. Please stay tuned.
Doesn't move until men activate his presence.
We do not speak empty words. There is a government that backs what we do.
Territorial powers must understand that power has changed hands.
Did they say you will never make a comeback? Did they say that this is how you are going to die? I came to announce to them they are in for a big surprise, because I am made for dominion.
Your face and it's not changed from glory to glory.
You can't do good because you choose to. You do good because you are anointed to.
In your submission is your immunity.
Now Christian, we don't know himself. Now him devil a chance.
It's still the newspaper review here on TAF TV, and you're welcome back from that short break. Okay, taking a quick look now at the headlines in the Daily Sun. We have here on page 6, this one says, anger as underaged dead listed in new voter register. Anger as underaged dead listed in new voter register. Okay, that's on page 6. You want more details on that headline? Get a copy of Daily Sun for yourself. On page 28, we have Afenifere to federal government. Don't let Nigeria become another Afghanistan. Afenifere to federal government. Don't let Nigeria become another Afghanistan. Charges Southwest governors to be more decisive on kidnappers. That's on page 28 of the Daily Sun. On page 26, we have why Buhari ordered mass skills acquisitions for youth, according to Naseni Boss. That's on page 26. Why Buhari ordered mass skills acquisition for youths, according to Naseni Boss, on page 26 of the Daily Sun. On page 27, we have Peace Committee decrees intemperate language, intimidation, outright violence. Peace Committee decrees intemperate language, intimidation, outright violence. That's on page 27. On page 6, we have Buhari meets Tinubu Adamu as APC presidential campaign kicks off in Jos. Buhari meets Tinubu Adamu as APC presidential campaign kicks off in Jos. That's on page 6 of Daily Sun. On page 4, we have fresh terrorism charge. Nnamdi Kanu shuns court. Trial adjourned indefinitely. Fresh terrorism charge. Nnamdi Kanu shuns court. Trial adjourned indefinitely. That's on page 4. And then on page 27, we have PDP crisis. We will surprise Nigerians, says Saraki. PDP crisis. We will surprise Nigerians, says Saraki, on page 27. And lastly, on page 4, again, we have Soldiers continue onslaught against Abia community. Soldiers continue onslaught against Abia community. Ohafia indigents alleged mass killings. Young men flee for fear of arrest. Military gives condition for truce. That's on page 4 of the Daily Sun. Okay, that's the much we can take in the Daily Sun for today. Mr. Victor, just before we move to our next paper, what do you make of this headline?
Please, the major headline I want to talk about here is about the Inec. Okay? But let me put a little droplet on what is happening in Ohafia in Abia State. Okay? Ohafia in Abia State is a state that, as it stands right now, they are really will I say fighting the military, or the military is fighting them.
Wow.
In both, in fact, let's just put it that there is a clash, there is a distrust between the two sides, the Ohafia community people and the military. In fact, it became so bad that in Ohafia, in fact, there's literally no cow in Ohafia because of the Fulani headers issues and their people and them bringing the military on them, doing a whole lot of military activities around their region, and oh come on, a whole lot of things are happening down there, my brother. Okay, and I just pray. I don't know how these issues can be settled because it has gone deeply into the system in Ohafia that, in fact, if they say you sell something to a military man, they might even charge you, as in the people, the community might even charge you for you to sell an item to a Nigerian military man or woman. It even went down that they do not even eat cow anymore in Ohafia.
Wow.
So it's really serious issue going out there in Ohafia.
Do you see this affecting the elections?
100%. It's
the campaigns.
It's true now, because they are agitating that the government do not care about them. Okay, and I know it's a very complex issue right now, but I just want peace to reign in that land.
Yeah, okay? We all want peace.
I just want peace to reign in that land, because every day you're just getting a whole lot of bad news coming from Ohafia. A whole lot of bad news that the military they are planning one activity or the other, or that somebody has been killed, somebody has been arrested, the people attacking the military, a lot of front and back going out there in terms of their security and well-being. Okay, now to the Inec news. In fact, Inec is going through a lot. First, you heard the news about wrong information with respect to age and sex of people. In fact, to the extent that a particular candidate, a particular name, let me keep it that name, a particular name was registered 3 times with 3 different VIN numbers. Wow. Okay, voters identification numbers. 3 different for one name. That name has the same picture. So it calls for a whole lot of pandemonium going on with Inec right now. Okay, I pray that they will be able to defend this right now, because
that really puts a big question mark on their credibility.
Exactly. So people are really disturbed right now because of this. Because even like I mentioned, a name having 3 same picture and appearing 3 times, different numbers. Same with a lady too. But the question now is that which region is suffering more of this? Okay, we find out that from what the papers are saying too, it is the South and the South East, and we already know that the South and the South East, they do not have the number.
Okay, so Mr. Victor, before now, Nigerians like me and don't usually, especially from this from the South, don't really go out to vote. It is until now that probably because of how we have suffered so much and we have seen that we need to go out and take our future in our own hands.
And because of the tribalism.
Yes.
The tribalism I'm talking about here is because of P2B is coming out from the South and the South.
Exactly.
So exactly.
Yes. So given this particular issue with Inec right now, do you see it, should I say, putting a whole lot of doubt in people's mind as to why should I even come out in the first place? Oh, I don't have to come out before and now. You see what's happening. maybe let me just stay in my house. Do you see it affecting the elections next year?
See, no matter how this is, so far it's a bad news. It will demarket the credibility of INEC. And
definitely.
Many persons from now, many persons will read this.
Because already some persons are already giving, as in, they have been looking for reasons why not to come out and vote.
Exactly.
So this already is a major one. Why everyone after all INEC? How credible are they when this is happening? This is happening like that.
Exactly. So same thing is even happening. Okay, not just same thing. Same issues. INEC is having issues in Edo State. What is happening is that a list was released yesterday about the PDP party in Edo State. Now, the PDP is divided into two in Edo State. A faction for the governor, that's Obaseki, and another faction for the vice deputy chairman of the party, Dan Obi, okay, has his own, his own faction. Okay, so two factions in one state. So a list came out yesterday with respect to who carries the flag of the PDP, both for National Assembly, Federal House of Representatives, and the Senate seats. And it happened that the faction of Obaseki was published. So the Obaseki faction, they were jubilating everywhere. But that of Danodi, they were sad and rumbling. So what does that also tell you? That see, okay, with this, even just this Edo State quagmire, you find out that some persons from the other side of the divide might not just be interested to vote. And what does that mean? It means that the numbers, which and we also need
this is already casting so much doubt.
2023 election, yes, the 2023 election is like a litmus test for all Nigerians to say, okay, this is how our democracy has grown. So when you have some persons that feel disenfranchised, some persons that are feeling grieved, some persons that are feeling cheated, how do we get the numbers that will say, okay, going forward, Nigerians vote via facts and figures? Because what has been happening before now is that, okay, we'll come out and vote, and you might not just have a credible election, and from there you might not also know that, okay, Nigerians voted in this direction because of what? Because of the rigging that has happened before now. But it's beginning to feel, Nigerians are beginning to feel down in these recent weeks because of the kind of information or the news coming out from INEC. It's really dampening trust within the electorate.
Definitely.
Very tough time.
Definitely tough times. Okay, and we'll go on another break. And when we return, we'll bring you more headlines. Please stay tuned.
Now that you have registered for your PVC, it doesn't stop there. Ensure you pick up your PVC. Be alert. Join many Nigerians to vote credible leaders that will change the tide of this nation. Do not sell your vote. Remember, this is our future. Your vote is your voice.
This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
Welcome back. It's still the newspaper review here on Thav TV, and now I'm taking you straight to this day newspaper where we have some more interesting headlines coming up. This one says NESG sets priorities for Atiku, Tinubu, Obi, Kwankwaso, and the others. NESG sets priority for Atiku, Tinubu, Obi, Kwankwaso, and others. Okay. Another headline here says on page 34 in this day, this one says Akwa Ibom court sacks Udofia Akpabio as APC's governor senatorial candidates. Akwa Ibom court sacks Udofia Akpabio as APC's governor senatorial candidates. Okay, that's on page 34. And lastly, on this day, we have Soludo, I won't succumb to bullies. Obi knows he can't win. That's Soludo saying. Soludo is saying, I won't succumb to bullies. Obi knows he can't win. Okay, that's the much we can take on this day newspaper. Mr. Victor, please, how do you react to the headlines in this day?
Okay, so much rancor happening between Soludo, the current governor of Anambra State, Professor Soludo, and it will be. So in 2006, mind you, P2B was a governor between 2006 to 2014 in Anambra State. Okay, under the flagship of ABGA. Then he left to join the PDP. So Soludo is now saying that P2B, while he was the governor of Anambra State under the flagship of ABGA, that he held ABGA so tightly, and he professed in many occasions that ABGA is a party for all Nigerians and not a regional party. Now he has left ABGA to join PDP. Then from joining PDP, he now joined a structureless Labour Party. I know that within them, they might just be having some issues that we really do not know. These two mature minds. Okay? But you now ask, why would Professor Soludo come out in the open to demarcate P2B, his brother, which he also mentioned that is his brother? Personally, I was thinking that Soludo will hold high the candidate of their party, of ABGA party, for the presidential election. That is Professor Umeade. Okay. Why don't you market Umeade? Why would you not be marketing? Because from what is happening, he was marketing the APC and the PDP, saying that P2B, coming from Labour Party, is marketing or is giving the APC a better hand come 2023. Reason, because the Labour Party are more like an offshoot of the PDP. Because as P2B joined the Labour Party, many persons in the PDP have to move to the Labour Party, and by so doing, they reduce the number for the PDP. And we already know that the PDP is most powerful in the southern part of Nigeria currently. So that is to say that APC have nothing to fight or worry about. But the question now I'm asking is, why would Soludo be making such statements? That is to also tell you that, see, there are issues behind the scenes that we don't know. We do not know. But he made very issues. Yes, but he made a very strong point. Okay, which we all also know that the late Zik, that's Nnamdi Azikiwe, made that strong statement that has been all over the space for a long time now, saying that in politics you do not have permanent enemies, nor do you have permanent friends, but in many cases you have permanent interests. Okay. Everybody in politics, is it Professor Soludo, is it Adamu, is it Atiku, is it P2B? All of them have their interests. Okay, so to plan it all, I just pray that this will not cause violence, because Soludo also stated that many attacks that have happened in Anambra happened or allegedly happened because of the Obedience family. That the Obedience family, when they see that you do not support them, they go all out against you. You see that with physical violence or with oral violence or even with social media violence. So he stated all that point, and I'm here to say, see, already. Is it just the OB supporters? No, not just the OB supporters. We are seeing what is happening in the PDP in the sense, okay? Just like the Accord Party chair in the person of Abdulsalami Abubakar, General, came out to say, see, this peace accord that we are talking about, that is using its power, because the politicians that signed this peace accord are not holding their people, their supporters, Even their tongues, they are not holding them tight so that they will not destroy the basis at which they signed these agreements. So please, Soludo's utterances, I just pray that the obedient family too should not use these utterances to cause war. Okay?
They shouldn't take it to heart.
Of interest.
Shouldn't take it to heart.
If Soludo does not want to support your people, leave him. After all, at the end of the day, he only has one vote. It is not there for you to go and campaign and make sure that the one vote, the one man, one vote phenomenon will come to play from the 2023 election.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Victor, for your time with me today on the program. I really do appreciate you stopping by. And I want to say thank you too to my wonderful viewers who have been there, faithful to their screens up until this time. You've done so well. I really appreciate, because without you, we would not be here. But this is where we have to draw the curtain on the program for today. It's been an amazing time. My name is Cyril Aloysius, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, and after subscribing, do want to turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever we come online and whenever we drop our new videos. Okay, you can check us out on different social media platforms: on YouTube, Retaf TV, on Instagram, Retaf TV_NG, on Facebook, Retaf TV, and on Twitter, Retaf TV. My name is Cyril Aloysius once again, and until I come your way again next time, do enjoy the rest of your day. It's bye for now.